Welcome back to NC Bassing. Today I'm on Lake Norman, Tuesday tournament. Sun ain't came up yet. Hopefully we can catch some big ones on top waters. It's been tough lately. If I catch 3 fish, a limit, I'll be happy. It's a 3 fish limit, 6:30 to 11:30. Hopefully they're biting. We got a good bit southwest wind right now. It's supposed to be like 4 miles per hour, but it feels like it's like 7. Wind's supposed to pick up as the day goes on, so maybe I can find some fish stacked up. It's been tough lately. If you guys aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Like 76% of my viewers aren't subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe. Do me a favor. Hopefully I can figure these fish out. Really, I'll just be happy catching fish. Last week I came, I only caught 2 little dinks and a bunch of perch. It was tough, and I got here even earlier when it was still dark, so hopefully I can figure them out. Last night, somebody caught like a 7-pounder in a 16-pound bag in the night tournament, so maybe that's a good sign that the fish are biting. The lake's starting to turn over. Hopefully I'll push the fish up shallow and see how it goes. Fish, yes, finally. Camera is going. Oh, I was starting to worry, guys. I don't think he's very big, but at all. But we'll take him. Yes, finally something. Oh, I was getting worried. Needed that fish. Today has been rough. Could not get a bite shallow, guys. Got lucky to even get him. He's barely hooked, but he's hooked in a bad spot. There we go. DT16 got me a bite. I need something that would float real fast. Those Demikis are slow rising. This thing's pop up real quick. DT16 got me a fish. Fish on the Ned. God, all those fish down there and they will not bite nothing. I guess they couldn't see the drop shot. Yeah, I'll take him. I got 2 in the well. I mean, I'm marking tons of fish down there. I tried the drop shot and got 1 little nibble. I was assuming they're perch, but I guess there's a couple of little spots down there. I got 2, they're little. I'm happy just to have something. One's 14 in fat, this one ain't even 14. He's right at the line, he's like 13 7/8. He probably weighs 1 pound, and the other one probably weighs like 1.3. I'm gonna need like a 5-pounder to have a chance, but I'm just glad to have something in the live well. Well guys, midday update. I got 2 squeakers in there, but at least I caught something. I can't catch any really dinks. I've been throwing the Ned rig and the drop shot thinking I could catch numbers, but it ain't really happening. I'm trying to force feed them the crankbait. I've got it snagged 3 times and had to use the lure retriever. Waste a lot of time doing that, but first cast at every spot I'm throwing crankbait the first 5 or 6 casts if there's any aggressive fish. I'm trying to get them fired up. I just found another school. I'm out here on the main lake. I actually went down lake, just running random main lake points way farther down than I usually fish, but I'm marking bait. There's so much bait in this lake, it's crazy. You can find fish. I'm marking fish everywhere I go, every point. They're in predictable spots. It's just being there at the right time or getting the school fired up. I'm having a tough time even catching fish, but hopefully I can find a big one, like a 4 or 5 pounder. At the end of the day, I think the last 30 minutes, I'm gonna try the 150 bridge with a big spoon, see if I can't get a kicker fish, but at least I've caught 2. Let's see how it goes. Oh my God, there's another one. That was crazy. This one feels bigger. Missed one, and then he might be the same fish. I hooked him for a second, so I doubt it, but this one come back. I'm back at the same spot, guys. He's coming up the jump. It's actually not that bad of a fish. There we go. Back at the same spot where I caught the 2 earlier, guys. Oh, he wouldn't. He was skin hooked. I got lucky to flip him in. Finally found some fish on the bottom. Every fish I'm marking is suspended. Still, most of these fish are suspended, but there's like a group of like 4 of them down there. He's probably the biggest of the day, sadly. But I'm back here at this point that comes out of where the steam plant's at, and it's loaded with fish. Probably mostly perch, but some of them are bass. It's probably my biggest fish, and he's a pound and a half. I got a limit. And there's literally fish in 8 foot of water right here. There's one. It's dragging the Ned rig. The less I do, the more bites I can get. He don't feel like a kicker fish, but they're not tiny. Like I expected, I'd catch dinks on the Ned rig, and I don't think he'll even help. Definitely not. Ned rig just dragging it. I was hopping it earlier, and I caught that one just suspended, but I finally found some fish on the bottom, and you guys can see they are loaded right now. The wind has picked up, and those are shallow. Actually, there's more fish out here about 16 foot, but that guy ain't gonna help me. But I'm just glad to catch a couple of fish just dragging a Ned rig on the bottom. I was hopping it, not really getting bites, but they're eating it now. There's one. He's little. He's coming up fast. Drop shot, backside of the current. He's definitely not going to help. Finally got one on drop shot, and he didn't shake my worm. Little tiny guy. Last second fish. He's not gonna freaking help. God. Some of the dinks on the drop shot, like usual. Right at the boat ramp, last 5 minutes. Hoping for a giant. I've been throwing the spoon, not catching anything.
3.
Oh, anyone that big.
3, 6, 8.
Well, guys, that's the tournament. It was a tough day for me. I'm glad I caught some fish, so I can't really complain. It's been worse than that, really, but probably had like 4, maybe 4.5 pounds. But 7.59, I think, won it, or 7.7 something won it. He had a 3.2 big fish, and the guy had a 3.68 spot, big giant spot. He caught it shallow, he said. I don't know what he caught it on, but that's a big fish. And another guy had a 6.51. So 2 decent backs brought in, but a lot of people struggled, including me. I had to resort to fishing deep. I could not find any fish shallow. At 8:30, I didn't even have a fish, or 8:15-ish, I didn't even have a fish. I tried topwater, tried fishing shallow, could not get a bite. Finally got lucky and got one on the crankbait. At least I caught 1 fish on a real bait. Then I had to resort to finesse fishing, spinning rod, Ned rig, caught a couple, and then a couple of tiny ones on the drop shot. It's always tough in August. The lake's turning over right now. Some fish are going shallow. I should have went upriver. Next week I'll probably go upriver. The running water, that's where the fish can breathe, and it's cooler water up there. We need the water to come up though. If the water comes up, they'll bite, but the water's dropping. Like every year before fall, they really draw the lake down. It makes it really tough. I'm glad I used my electronics, finally graphed a few fish and actually caught some fish. It's been a while since I could actually catch a fish deep. I'm trying to learn how to fish deep. It was tough. But next week I'll probably go upriver. I hate fishing deep. Hopefully we get some rain and the water comes up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.